In developing news tonight, Asian giant hornets, or what are also being called murder hornets, have been found in the U.S. And tonight, some scientists are saying they could decimate honeybee populations that are currently struggling. NBC 26's Eric Crest has that story.
For nearly 2 decades, scientists have noticed that honeybee colonies have been struggling, in part due to viruses, parasites, and climate change.
Just like everywhere else in the world, honeybee populations are in serious trouble.
Israel Del Toro, an entomologist from Lawrence University, says about 1 in every 3 pieces of food that we eat are dependent on pollinators like these. That's why hearing about the arrival of Asian giant hornets in Washington state caught his attention.
These giant hornets basically are capable of decimating honeybee populations.
The Asian giant hornet can grow up to 2 inches long, which is about 5 times larger than a honeybee. They're also said to have one of the most painful stings in the insect world. And Del Toro says a handful of them can take out a whole colony of bees.
And they do it in the most gruesome way possible. They actually go into the hive and decapitate and dismember these different honeybees, which then the hornets use their body parts to feed to their larvae.
The good news is there hasn't been any reports of Asian giant hornets in Wisconsin yet, and also the fact that scientists believe they discovered their presence in the U.S. early.
What we can hope can happen here is that government agencies like the USGS or the USDA are able to track this new non-native species and eradicate it before it becomes a problem and spreads throughout the U.S.
So do what you can to support your honeybee populations while you can, because as Del Toro puts it, by doing so, you might be giving them a fighting chance of survival down the road.
The bees themselves can defend themselves against this invasive species. It's just a matter of making sure that our populations are strong enough.
Eric Crest, NBC 26.
Eric, thank you. Let's hope they can control those before they get out of control. They are terrifying.